Good Wednesday morning, Mount Olive family, friends of Mount Olive Church. Matthew Hubbard here to bring you a quick Wednesday devotion this morning. Hope everybody's having a blessed, healthy, safe week this week. Happy Valentine's Day. Guys, you're welcome for the reminder. I'll go over this quick devotion on Pastor TJ's sermon on Sunday entitled Renewed Mind. As we go through this series of winning the battle of the mind, and I know for one, I have thoroughly enjoyed this series. I really appreciate the Lord giving this to Pastor TJ and him being obedient and running with what the Lord has given him on it. I know it's helped me tremendously, especially with a lot of things that I've battled mentally in the last few years. It's a good reminder, good eye opener to the access that we have in Christ, how we can win this battle in our mind. But for me, the second point, transformer, that is something that I think every morning that I wake up that I have to remind myself, I'm not who I once was, and I have to tell the enemy that day in and day out. You can come at me with that, you can come at me with this, but I am not who I once was. I have been transformed. And guys, we have to remind ourselves of that as well. We don't like the old things that we used to. We don't long for the things of this earth like we used to. But 2 Corinthians 5:17, it's one of my main verses I go to that I repeat to myself daily. Says, therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. Very early on in school, we started learning punctuation and stuff. This way for me to understand what a comma was is I would have to pause after the comma. Read that comma, pause, but I think that's so key here that there's this comma after Christ. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, pause, reflect on what's coming. He is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, things are become new. It's a change from the inside out, a total transformation of who we once were. And it starts on the inside. That's where it starts at. When Christ's Spirit comes and dwells within us, the change starts within us, and then it starts flowing out of us. People should start seeing the fruits of the Spirit that has started working within us. They should start seeing it on the outside. And I like this song from, I think it's Benjamin William Hastings, From the Inside Out. In my heart, in my soul, will I give you control. Consume me from the inside out, Lord. That should be our prayer daily, church. For the Lord to consume us from the inside out. Let justice and praise become my embrace, to love you from the inside out. How do we show our love for God from the inside out? It's how we treat others. It's how we lay our lives down daily for somebody else. Jesus says, no greater hath any man than this, than he lay down his life for his friends. And I think that we look at that and we know what Jesus did on the cross, and we see that and we think that I gotta die for somebody else, that my family. Outside of that, who would I die for? But I think there's more to it than that laying our lives down daily for another, for someone else, for our friends, is a surrender to our selfish ways. Surrender that. Put somebody else ahead of you. And that's one of the fruits that we'll start seeing from the inside out. Is once we start putting the cares and concerns and worries of others before our own, that's how we see that transformation that Christ has done in us. So, how do we? That question on the handout Sunday? What can I do? And I think renewing our mind the things Paul mentions here, these are the things that we have to think on. These are the things that we as Christians need to focus on. We have to have these thoughts in our mind. If we consume ourselves with these thoughts, then the rest of everything of the earth and Satan they just stay out of the way. And so if you read this here, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Think on these things. What's true? What's honest? What's just? What's pure? What's lovely? What's good? Think on those things. If we consume ourselves with thoughts of those things, day in and day out, we can keep the rest of it out of the way, and I don't think we'll have to worry about it consuming us like we tend to let the bad of this world do. So I hope you guys have a good week this week. Hope to see you kiddos tonight at Awanas. We'll be there ready to learn about Jesus. So again, have a good week and hope to see you in church on Sunday.